Good morning, Fresh Baked. We're back here with another update of what's to come this week and what's happening with Fresh Baked. Early morning Sunday right now. I'm in the middle of doing some editing, and I thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit. First things first, I apologize for what happened with the contemporary videos that Laramie did for the Contemporary Resort at Walt Disney World. Somehow we had almost 30 minutes of footage. Edited footage for that tour, and it got turned into like 12 minutes. I don't know what happened, but Laramie, he texts me, he says, "David, what the heck? You didn't like any of that stuff?" I'm like, no, that's cool. So I had to repost the first video, and actually I posted both videos last night to kind of catch up. So if you're wondering, if you didn't, there's comments in the descriptions also. But if you're wondering why that got posted again, that's why, because we had a lot more to show you from Contemporary. As for the left coasters here at Disneyland, we were back, of course, at the parks again on Saturday. Friday night and Saturday. The plan was we'd go Friday night, get a little coverage then, and that was just Liz and I, and then to go to Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, I guess, lunch at the Red Rose. They opened up the new Red Rose restaurant. Well, it's the Village House with a fairly moderate overlay with Beauty and the Beast. Although I haven't really seen inside. I've seen some of the what do you call it, elements of the remodeled interior. It's not a lot. Anyway, we didn't get to even go inside because when we got there at 8 o'clock, we were in Fantasyland at the Village House at 8:30, I think it was, and there was already a line about 20-25 deep. And we're like, forget it. There's just no way because I'm just telling you up front, we didn't cover Red Rose this weekend. Hopefully next weekend, but I had about 5 hours of time worth of available time to, put a show together for this weekend, and I can't spend 4 of it or 3 of it just sitting at the Red Rose. I'm sorry, guys. That's just not the kind of show we do. So hopefully you guys can be patient. There's coverage out there, I'm sure. I know that Inside the Magic covered it. At least they have an article and some photos. I don't know if anybody got video, who's got video, but we're going to get you video next week. If you want to wait for us, I love that. If you want to go check it out somewhere else, that's cool. I understand. Just know that I don't think there's a lot. It's the food, really. It's the food that's the difference. They have the great stuff. So that's good. Also, it turns out that I didn't pack correctly for our Saturday trip, and I didn't bring any spare batteries. All I had was the one battery that was already in the camera. So we had to cut our show short a little bit this week. Actually, we filmed part of it with my phone, so that's going to look weird. So if the show seems short this week, that's why. I don't know what happens, man. Sometimes I just don't want to bring my backpack. But if that happens, then this isn't the first time I've done this, so I got to figure out a way to remember those batteries. But anyway, if we get a short week, that's why. As usual, we did do another Star Wars Land report this weekend, and for some reason, the number of comments in our Star Wars Land videos regarding us getting a drone has increased, and somebody even suggested we just put that, like a stock comment in the description, which I'm probably going to do. But for those of you who are watching or who are planning on suggesting it, I don't even know if the same people who watch Star Wars Land reports watch this kind of thing. But we're not ever, I sound like Taylor Swift, never, ever going to get a drone and fly it over Star Wars Land or any part of Disneyland because I like doing this show, and I don't want to get told that I can never come back into the park again. So, no, we will never, ever get a drone and fly it over Star Wars Land or any part of Disneyland. So just putting that out there. And finally, for the third straight week, I'm going to talk about the Eastern Gateway. But this is actually kind of good news this time in the sense that last week I said, nothing's happening, and still nothing is happening. We drove by on the monorail. And you can see that the hotel, they haven't even touched the hotel, the one that they're demoing. I forget the name of it. Is it Camelot? I forget the name of the hotel that they're demoing. It's still there. But I was doing research to find out if the project had been canceled because I had heard a rumor that portion, the bridge portion of the project, had been canceled or whatever, denied by the city. But I haven't been able to find anything saying that. The last update that the city has on their website is from December. But when I was there looking for that stuff, I found some cool videos and some images, some of the images we had already seen, but some other images that I hadn't seen before. Because I'm not a journalist. I'm not a professional journalist. I'm a guy with a camera who goes to Disneyland. So I didn't do a whole lot of homework the first time this subject came up. But I saw these videos. They're really cool. So I'm going to do a video on those videos, they're like animatics. And it gives us a great idea of what it's going to look like and how it's going to feel when you walk through there. And it's going to tell us also, I'm going to have, I think a final word according to their plans on what's happening with the monorail and how the bridge is going to look and how it's going to feel going over Harbor Boulevard. So I'm putting that together this week. Hopefully we should have that, I don't know, probably by near the end of the week. Speaking of projects, before I go, I just finished also, there's a lot of balls up in the air, man. I just finished the script for our Indiana Jones Secrets video, so that's written. It's done. Now all I got to do is find the images and the videos to put it all, sync it up with the recorded script. And we're going to have a new Secrets video for you. Probably, it could take up to a month to do this part of it because I never know what I'm going to need, if I need new footage or new photos until I cut everything. I record the audio and I put in all the pictures in the video that I have already. And there's going to be holes. And then I have to find time to fill those holes with new video or new photos. So I'm guessing hopefully a month. It could be as many as 2, just depending on how aggressive I am with getting those holes filled. But like I said, the hard part is over. The script, I don't know what's hard. The script is pretty hard to write. That takes a lot of time because I got to be creative. But then, like I said, accumulating all those photos and videos is another thing. But we're about halfway there. We're halfway to the Indiana Jones Secrets in History video. And I think that's it. Just want to remind everybody to join us at our website, freshbakedisney.com. All of our videos are mirrored there. Plus, we have some other stuff that's exclusive to the website, like the tour of Disneyland that we're still working on, and the forum. Join us and fellow muffins at our Fresh Baked forum. You can talk amongst yourselves, create your own your own topics to discuss, kind of like the Mice Chat forum, or you can talk to Fresh Baked. We have a forum just for talking to us. It's like a never-ending AMA, as it were. So come on over to freshbakedisney.com, say hi to us, and we'll talk back. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked.